Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. In this video we're going to take a look at the Zero Tolerance 801 Ti for titanium. And I know a lot of you guys are looking at this video and saying, hey, the 801's been around for a long time, old news, why are you doing a video? Well, in reality this model is slightly different among the Zero Tolerance lineup, and while they've had a lot of variants, this is actually kind of version 2 for the standard 801, which has been a flagship model for Zero Tolerance for quite some time, and still really sets the bar for frame lock flippers, tactical knives, the kind of both of those genres essentially. So we'll go through the specs just because I always do. Overall impressions, details. I just want to talk about this knife and kind of what it means in the Zero Tolerance lineup and why I think it's still a very viable option for anyone who's looking to pick up a really high quality knife. So ships with a standard box, of course, nothing special or crazy there. Let's grab the pair 2 for a size comparison. And here we are. Man, they're almost identical in size. So, again, specs, blade length is 3.5, awesome size for daily carry. The handle length is about 4.7, overall 8.2. It does weigh in at 5.6 ounces, and the old 801, the standard production run that had the horizontal mill lines and the more squared off handle, that one weighed in 5.8 ounces. So, it's just 0.2 ounce difference between the two, not a huge deal. But the handle thickness here is about 0.5 inches thick. Here we are next to the the pair 2, look almost identical there. And of course it does run on the KVT or Kershaw Velocity Technology bearings. Flipper tab, titanium frame lock, stainless steel lock insert, deep carry pocket clip, got 3 black standoffs here on the back, so yeah, amazing action. So let's talk about this one. So again, this millwork here with the nice wide chamfers and the windows cut out in the handle, they had a limited edition, the 801, I think it was the BRZ, that had the same millwork, and my guess is they liked it so much that they decided to retire the standard 801 and replace it with this one as the normal production model. And I actually do think it's an improvement. The wide chamfers here in the handle are actually more ergonomic than the original 801. And don't get me wrong, the original 801 was great, but this one is actually more ergonomic in the hand. It's I don't know, I want to say it's a lot more comfortable to me, honestly. And the flipping action is still great. I mean, beyond that, it's an improvement in ergonomics, tiny bit of weight reduction, but you're still getting the same great 801. Action is fantastic. Blade is centered, lockup is rock solid. Again, same old with ZT, boring reliability. But the reason that I think the 801 is still a very viable option is because these come in at about 200 street. And for 200 street, I don't think you can really do better than the 801 line. I mean, if you like a 3.5 inch blade, if you want a titanium frame lock with a stainless steel lock insert, if you want a flipper that flips incredibly well, I mean, it is hard to beat the 801. I really can't think of too many models. Even the overseas productions, a lot of which I love, are no longer in the $200 price point. So it's just a really good option. It's a really safe option. If you're, it sets the benchmark for knives that are twice the price. So that's why I think it's still, definitely worth talking about. And with the improvements in ergonomic and design, I think this one's actually quite a bit more attractive than the handle was a bit more squared off and the lines were horizontal millwork. Nothing wrong with it, but certainly not as attractive as this one. And they had a number of really cool limited editions. I had the 801 carbon fiber brown wash, which is a knife that I definitely regret selling. That's one that I may pick up again at some point. I don't typically do sloppy seconds with the knives, but that might be one that I do. So Anyhow, the deep carry pocket clip, you love it or you hate it. The good news is that there are aftermarket clips that you can swap for, full titanium clips that aren't too much money. So, if you don't love this deep carry clip, you can always swap it. Lanyard hole, just really smooth, really nice. So if you guys are new to knives, or if you haven't had an 801 for a long time or never picked one up, I do think this one is an improvement as far as kind of a full standard production run. If you want to spend more money and go get the bronze version that had M390 instead of S35VN and the handles are bronze anodized, I would push you in that direction if you want to spend at a minimum $40 more. Since they were all sold out, you might end up paying way more than that. So anyways, still the benchmark. Happy to have one back in the collection. You guys can find these everywhere. They hit dealers a couple days ago. I picked one up. Been loving it. So thanks as always for watching, guys. Hopefully this rekindled your love for the 801 line and just kind of brought back into your recollection kind of where the benchmark is at for the flippers in general. So you can follow me on Instagram for more daily content, and I have more videos coming as always, and more zero tolerance models are coming out soon. So thanks so much for watching. Take care.